will become permanent. You also have the other part, the rival parties, talking about tax cuts as well. So we kind of had sell the yen on the rumors of the election, and then we got sell JGBs once it became clear that the election was coming and that it was likely to see the government and its competitors lean into fiscal laxity, as it were, for a bond market where the only way had been up for yields for some time. So you just didn't have a lot of people who were interested in buying JGBs in that environment, and especially, the 20-year auction, it went off okay. That's not a particularly popular bond tenor, and the immediate metrics were so-so, but plus we also had this second round of non-competitive bidding that occurs for JGB auctions, where primary dealers can take up extra allocations at the price that was set at the auction, and they didn't as the day went on yesterday. So overall, the auction disappointed. The prospects for demand for long-end JGBs in the coming weeks are not great. So investors generally took a major step back, and you had this cascading sell-off that got rather alarming by the end of the day.
Garf, that's a very useful way to frame it. Thank you so much for your analysis as we watch how JGBs trade in the next hour. Garf Reynolds leads our Markets Live coverage. Now let's take you to New Zealand as well, where we have breaking news. The Prime Minister, Christopher Luxon, has announced the date of the general election this year, November 7th. And this comes as the national MPs gathered for their first caucus meeting of the year in Christchurch. And this was pretty much a date that had been anticipated by pundits, given how this sets the New Zealand election for after the date of the US midterms. Of course, that could be a key indicator for how Trump's remaining 2 years in office could look like. So again, we have the date of the New Zealand election that will be November 7th. And that being said, because of how long we have on this runway, does not necessarily fire the starting gun on campaigning, so to speak. More ahead on the Asia trade. This is Bloomberg.